Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is Robin Link. Here I am with the sun shining in my face. I just wanted to join you guys today from sunny New Jersey. Let's turn around and give you a taste of what's going on out here. It's really a gorgeous day, and I am here with you to bring you your energy forecast for March 9th, 2016 to March 16, 2016. I'm still a little in awe that we're in March, but it's all good. It's all good. Just a reminder, I am a life coach, I am a healer, and I'm an author, and I am also the creator of Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous, a free Facebook group where we all get together and remind each other that it's okay to not be perfect, because we're perfect just the way we are. Okay, so let's get started with the energy for the week, all right? So we're going to start out with the Angel of Joy. The theme of the week is Angel of Joy. I love that. And that is just so perfectly in line with what I've been hearing about the solar eclipse and new moon that we had last night. How did you guys all do with that? Did you love the energy of it? It was crazy, crazy good. So I guess it was a precursor of what's coming up this week. I mean, who can't use a little joy and happiness in their lives? But I want to talk to you about the dark side of joy as well, okay? So, yeah, I know, right? The dark side of joy. What? So, the joy, like true joy, comes from within, right? It's light, it's freeing, and it also comes from, connecting with who you are. But then there's that joy, like when people put on a happy face, fake it till you make it. Well, there's something to be said about that. There's definitely something to be said about pretending to be happy, I'll call it. But only if you're going to do it right. Okay? If you're going to pretend to be happy as a way of pretending that there's stuff in your life that you don't need to take care of and you don't need to fix, well, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to be a healthy thing. Okay? But if you are going to choose to be happy in spite of all the crap that's going on, well, that's something completely different. Like yesterday, I woke up in a really phenomenal mood. And I was thinking about it as I was driving to the office. And it was like, well, what changed? And the only thing that changed really was my attitude. And why did my attitude change? Well, because there's a bunch of stuff that I've been working on that finally integrated, right? And when you get to that point, you'll often hear me talk about be happy now. When you get to that point where things integrate, the outside world does not have to be perfect in order for you to be happy. So, I still got up. I still left the house. I still way earlier than I like. I still got up way earlier than I like, but I was able to turn on the music and sing and dance in the car and have people look at me like I was an absolute idiot because, again, that dark side of joy. You're not supposed to be happy when you're driving during commute time and everybody else is grumpy and fighting traffic. You're not supposed to be happy. And I say, oh, you poor child, because why not be happy? Right? Now, and then that just speaks to the other dark side of joy, and that's the people who are going to try to question your joy and take away your joy. I mean, how many of you have gone through life when you were just in a damn good mood and somebody was like, oh man, what's she on? What's he on? They're just like way too happy. Well, this week, we are not going to let that crap bother us, all right? You are not going to let that crap bother you. You are going to tap into your joy, the energies from the eclipse, the new moon, the portals, everything else that's going on are supporting it. And this is your week to learn how to be happy now, regardless of what's going going on in your world. And what is the energy supporting it? Well, truth. Didn't I just talk about that? Truth, right? Because the pathway to joy is to be in your truth. It's to be who you are and without judging, right? It's accepting that, maybe you have personality traits that you'd like to change. All right. So work on changing them. Don't be hating them, man. When we start hating these parts of ourselves, how the heck can we walk around? I'm losing my train of thought. I'm getting too excited. It's like, it's like when we're walking around and we're talking about being love and light and being joy and all this kind of stuff, and we're hating on ourselves, we are being hypocrites. Okay? So it's okay to recognize that maybe you have a trait that you're not so fond of, that maybe it would make life easier if you were able to shift that personality trait. Perfect. Perfect. No worries. Don't judge it. Just, okay, there it is. Me, my lack of focus sometimes frustrates me. I find ways to work around it. That's all you're doing. You're finding ways to work around it, and you're also looking at the areas of your life where it serves you. So for me, my lack of focus actually helps me to, believe it or not, notice so many different things that I would have missed otherwise. And I love that. Right? And those traits that people spoke to you about as a kid that they said were weaknesses, I want you to find the strength in it because it's a part of you. And if you can't find the strength in it, that's okay too. Just love it. Love it through. Love it the way you would love a client, the way you would love your friend, the way you would love a baby, a puppy, whatever. Just love it, man. That's all. I feel like I'm channeling my inner hippie today because I keep saying man, man, man. All right, so what's the energy? I'm sitting outside, so things are not easy for me to pick up. The energy that is going to be challenging, motivation. That one comes up a lot for us. Truth and motivation comes up a lot for us, I think. Joy, I think that's the first time since I started doing the scopes that the joy showed up. So motivation. So what they're telling me about motivation is is sometimes you have to be motivated to be joyful. Like, you forget that the days that you're tired and the days that you don't feel like doing, tackling that to-do list that's 5 miles long. It's so hard to get motivated, and then you're stepping out of your joy. Because what happens when we're not motivated? We're like, I'm so not motivated today. I really need to do this, and I really need to do that. And I should be doing, and I should be doing. That is not joyful. Okay? That is so not joyful. So if you're not motivated, again, don't judge it. Love the part of you that's not motivated. Ask to be shown the areas of your life where the lack of motivation has actually served you. And then look for ways to, create motivation for yourself. Like for me, my big thing, and I know this is true with a lot of my clients, and I bet it's true for you. If I turn on really fun, upbeat music, I'm able to overcome my lack of motivation, and I overcome it so easily and effortlessly. It's ridiculous. Like I forgot that I wasn't even lacking motivation for a little while. All right, so where are your ahas going to show up this week? They're going to show up in situations of health and healing. And health and healing, that's shown up a couple of times too in the past few weeks. And so what this is, again, they're still talking to me about some of you who are having health issues and as long as you keep your eyes open, you're gonna have some ahas about that. And and just to share something personal, because I always do. I've been on this weight loss journey my entire life, but the last 2 years I've really buckled down, and it's been a lot of yo-yoing up and down, and just like major yo-yoing. And so at the beginning of February, I discovered a different way of eating, and it's not, how do I say this? It doesn't feel very, there's not a lot of deprivation. That's the word. I don't feel deprived, or very deprived, I still am not eating ice cream, but whatever. But it was really interesting because I dropped a lot of different foods from my diet, and I wasn't expecting it to show up. I just wasn't expecting it to show up. And then just last week, I had another huge aha. And that, well, we'll see on Monday if it continues, but that seems to have created a bigger difference in my weight loss than I've experienced in a long time. So these ahas are going to show up. Be quiet, be quiet and let them show up. Don't judge them when they show up. Okay? Because they're going to seem weird. This thing that I'm doing right now just makes no freaking sense. And I'm losing weight. So whatever. And I feel good. Like no aches and pains. It's about 5 weeks in, and they're lessening every single day, like almost none when I wake up in the morning. So I'm going on and on and on about it because I'm really excited about it. But for you, these are gonna show up. Don't judge them. Don't judge, don't judge. Don't judge. And doggies don't fight. Look, the doggies are here talking to the Buddha, right? Are you guys being good? All right. So they both want to sit in the same place. It doesn't matter that we have 2 beds out here. So I think I have spoke long enough for you guys today. I've lost my train of thought enough. Just a reminder, the energy for the upcoming week, the theme is the angel of joy. Joy, 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 joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I have a poncho that says that. And the energy supporting you is truth. So it is all about being in your truth. The more you're in your truth, the more joyful you are. The challenges are going to be in areas of motivation. You can do it, guys. You can motivate yourself. Turn on music. Walk outside. It's a beautiful week. And health and healing are where your ahas are going to be. Allow that crazy information to come in that just doesn't make sense. And that is it. So don't forget to go visit my website, www.robinlink.com. I am your AHA coach, and I've got lots of goodies there for you to check out. Sign up for the newsletter so that you can learn how to stop procrastinating and take action now. And please visit us at our free Facebook community, Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous. We are just truly a bunch of spiritually based beings who have joined together and are supporting each other in letting go of this crazy need to be perfect. So that is it. That's your energy forecast from March 3rd to March 16th, 2016. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.